Alright YouTubers, it's Evan with Crypto 101 here, and I'm back with another video. This time I'm going to give you guys what you want. You guys all want to hear about POWH3D, so I'm going to go ahead and critique this platform and explain a little bit more in detail on how it works. And also I'm going to do a little update on Firetoken as well, so let's go ahead and start with the 3 winners for $150. Alright, but first thing first, I do want to announce that starting now I'm going to reduce the winners to only 1 winner, and it's only going to be $100 because at this point in this bear market it's very unsustainable if I continue this program. I do want everyone to make money, you know, even commenting, but it might be a little too much during this period, but I might bump it back up later on once we start bulling again. But for now, you know, just to cut costs down, I'm going to be doing only 1 winner for $100. Okay, so keep commenting, stay active guys. There's more to it than you know, just these winnings, but it's fun. But most importantly, stay engaged. Alright, this is the time to accumulate on the way down. That's how you get the best prices. Alright, winner is Ophir Mayu. Alright, man, where do you find all these ICOs? Alright, so what you guys got to do to find some of the best ICOs early on is go on to Bitcoin Talk and be active on their site and start searching for ICOs, and you'll run into some of the best ones that are unpicked up, you know, unheard of, or without the hype, you know, so check those out. And also what you want to do is get into groups. Okay, so I worked with myself before, you know, and trying to figure all this out, and it's much harder doing that than if you got into communities and groups, you know, with Telegram, even created groups on WhatsApp, and you start networking with people that are also involved in cryptocurrency, and they also have news and information to share with you that could actually change your entire game. So just get into groups, you know, you can meet a lot of great people that are all interested and passionate about the same topics, which is cryptocurrency. So get into those groups and you might find all these ICOs. Alright, so we got the first winner here, Marlon Lorenzo. Keep it rolling, appreciate the quality of the work. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and send you yours. Alright, next up we have Rahela Odalric. Respect you, you're one of the very few YouTubers that make informative critical thinking videos just about every day versus most of the other YouTubers when the market was hot. Thank you, I appreciate those kind words, and I do wish I could make it more often. I don't make it every day, but I make videos when it's hot and when it's not. Alright, most importantly, I like to accumulate when the market is not hot, when the hype is not there, because I can get the prices at a much lower cost than what it is when it's all hyped up. So I do prefer a bear market because I'm able to accumulate for the bull run that's going to come up. Alright, let's go over the 3 rules for investing. Just to let you know, I am not a financial planner or advisor. All information given is for entertainment or educational purposes. Okay, so starting with number 1, never invest more than what you can afford to lose. I know a lot of you guys don't listen to this this rule, but please follow it. It's the only way you can actually invest properly, because if you put too much money out there, you guys won't even think straight when it, you know, when the price drops, or you guys need the money for your rent or, you know, your car payments. It's going to affect your investment judgment. So please only invest what you can afford to lose. And 2, diversify to cast a larger net and also to minimize the risk. Alright, so some of these coins are going to 10x. 5x, you know, it all happens, you know. So you want to get into some of the best investment out there, spread it out a little bit, because some of these are going to take off really hard. So if you just invest all your money into one coin, you know, then you limit your chances right there of a moonshot. Alright, because there's better opportunities out there if you actually just diversify and, you know, try to catch those big winners. Alright, because it's kind of just knowing how to strategize your investment. Don't recommend going all in on one thing. I definitely like to diversify, because if one sector is not doing so well, I have another sector that is doing good. you know, so always balance out. But overall, as more money comes in cryptocurrency, your entire portfolio will continue to rise. It might not be looking good right now, but please be patient, because this thing takes time for it to develop, and through regulation it's only going to be here in the future for us. All right, so get ready for that. Minimize the risk too. You guys know, diversify to lower your risk, just like I mentioned. All right, so number 3, take profit as the price increases, and take more when it goes parabolic. So as you can see, ontology, it went, man, it took off. And luckily for those people that are in my groups, you know, I was able to, you know, talk about it, and people were able to buy it. And I guess people were buying this for since like $1.80. It went up to about $4.50. Now during a price run like that, went up to as high as $4.60. If we were able to just take profit all the way up, we could also buy it when it drops back down, because what goes up must come down. All right, so especially when it goes parabolic, when it skyrockets like that, it's going to have to go down. All right, the steam's going to run, you know, run off, and it has to drop. So that's the best time to pick it back up, when it drops. So it gives you a more compounding effect when that happens. So, and it's safer. Take your profits, you know. If it goes up and goes down, it's kind of pointless. All right, so take your profits always. All right, so to start, POWH3D, you guys all have been talking about it. I hear it all over the chats, and I personally, just a disclaimer, I am invested in this just for testing purposes, not enough for me to make substantial gains. I just wanted to see how this worked, but this is not something I'm promoting, and I don't have a link because I wanted this to be an unbiased review on POW. Okay, so starting off first, does the numbers make sense? Alright, so let's understand first on how this works. So there's a 10% fee in Ethereum charged when a person buys into the program. Alright, and when they leave, they get charged another 10% Ethereum when they sell. So that's a total of 20% giving into PT3, alright, or the pool, or that's what I'm gonna call it. Alright, so most people often report their earnings about daily interest, about 0.05 to 2%. So I think it's safe to say about 1% is how much you earn in Ethereum daily. And also, when you refer someone, you get 33% of the buy-in fees, not 33% total commission from the amount that's actually invested. That's too much. And it might even confuse people or actually throw people off, because they probably thought that is, they hear 33%, they think it's 33% of the total investment from the person they referred. So 33% of the buy-in fees. Alright, so if it's $100, a person that you referred invested, then that $10 is actually going to the buy-in fee because it's 10%. Okay, so it's 33% of that $10. Alright, so if each time a person gets charged 10% fee when they buy and sell, then less PD3 is given when that person buys in, right? So if they're charged 10% fee, they get, with their Ethereum, they get less PD3 than they should have by 10%. And when they sell PD3 back, and in exchange for Ethereum, they get less Ethereum back, another 10% off. Alright, so what I have here, I broke down exactly how it would work if this model, if we just give an example at $100. Alright, so, and I drew this little sketch for you guys, and it's a terrible drawing. I try to draw with a mouse. Alright, so don't mind the images and how funny it looks, but take a look at pretty much the illustration. This is just to help you guys understand this a little more easier. So people buy in 10%, right? That's $10. So if you had $100 and they bought into POWH3D, it'll be $10. Alright, that's charged. And when he leaves, they charge another 10% off of $90 now, which is $9 off out. Alright, so the total, right, $10 plus $9, that equals 19. Alright, so that is left in the POWH3D ecosystem. Now, when this person puts in $100, all right, that's you right there. You put in $100, you get out $81 out. There's $19 left in the ecosystem, and you get $81 back. This is if you come in, you buy, and then you leave right away, okay? And I'm not factoring in the price of P3D increasing. I'm just saying what would happen if a person came and left. This is the best way I could find to explain the math behind this, all right? So in the most simplest form. So after the $19 in the ecosystem goes in here from your money after you bought and left, it goes into the community. So here's the 30, here's the commission going to the person that referred you. Let's say Tom referred you, all right, and it's 33% of the buy-in fee. So that buy-in fee is $10, so 33% of that is $3.30. All right, so $3.30 goes to Tom over here. Okay, that's out of the $19 that came into the system, and the remaining $15.70 goes into the smart contract. All right, in Ethereum, $15.70 right here. So now, if it's $15.70, that means that it's a 70% extra funds. All right, because we're calculating $100 here. So $15.70 out of $100 is 15.70% extra in funds. All right. So that's if a person comes in, buys and sells the same amount. Alright, you have that much extra. And also we know that the interest, daily interest, is somewhere close to 1%. Maybe a little more, but let's say about 1%. So if you have an extra $15.70 in funds, and imagine if no one joined in or left POWH3D, how long can that last for? So if you have 15.70 and it's 1% per day, it will take about 16 days for the interest alone to dry up. Alright, before they start tapping into the holder's reserves that was supposed to be used to pay for these people's withdrawals if anytime they want to sell. So just to let you know, it's going to last only 16 days if no one else joins in and no one else leaves. So guys, you guys need more people to come in regardless to even sustain this. 16 days is not long enough. So you know, even though they created such a, you know, it's a pretty great system, right? When people sell, you make money if you're a holder, but still 16 days is not long enough. This thing could dry up really fast, and it could pretty much set a panic sell, and it could be, you know, like done overnight. So this is something to watch for, just to let you guys know. Also the interest, you know, there's commissions coming in and there's a daily interest. Now these things, if they reinvest 3 times a day, they could really compound very fast. It's not like BitConnect or whatever before, you know, where they could reinvest once a day. These people can reinvest several times a day, and that person will have a larger Ethereum holding, or actually P3D holding, and they could earn more Ethereum way faster, and it could get a little out of hand if people were going to do 3 times a day reinvesting, because it would just grow exponentially at that rate. So that's something to watch out for. But honestly, I don't think there's that much time on on this platform left. Just to let you know my opinion. It's just my opinion, you know. So the reason why the price has been rapidly increasing is because they only have a certain supply of 1.5 million. That's very low. So you can see the price increments. Now if they have, let's say, 500 million tokens, the chance of them seeing that price rise, it's going to be at a much lower rate for sure. They did say that all the tokens were not pre-mined, so that means it has to be that they mined it. But where's the mining? That's one thing I want to understand a little bit more. If it's not pre-mined, it has to be mined, right? I can't think of any other way. So how can you mine it? I don't see any option to mine it. All right. So that's just kind of, you know, if someone knows more about that, please comment below. So has anyone audited their source code? Yes. Their source code is the most legit smart contract out there. It's very transparent. It's, you know, open source. You can see it right there on Etherscan. And this is very important here. And it says administrators cannot take funds. They can't disable withdrawals, and they can't kill the contract, and also they can't change the price of tokens. So if they can't take the funds, that means they can't exit scam, right? So that's a good thing about POWH3D. And this is just a little quick summary on what's going to be written in the code. Now, who checked it? So this is not important unless it's checked. So this person did a full audit on P3D's smart contract, and he has a positive, light on this entire thing because he reviewed the contract, and the contract's legit. All right, I can't argue with that. So, are they fully decentralized? So they can't extra, is that correct? Now, even though POW is running on decentralized Ethereum smart contracts, I still think that they can't exit scam is, that idea that they can't exit scam is not true, because they could, one, still get hacked, and two, they can discontinue operation, which is still exit, but they can't really exit scam as pull everyone's money out of the smart contracts, which is a good thing, but doesn't mean they can't leave. Okay, they won't be here forever. Just to let you guys know, that's my thoughts. And just to let you know, they're not listed on any external exchanges. They're not like how Bitcoin is, where it's fully decentralized and you can buy it on any exchange. It's utilized everywhere, everyone's using it, and their website domain can fall at any minute. All right, as soon as they get a C&D order, it's done, because they're hosted on Namecheap. All right, and that's actually based in Arizona, so I can show you this here. Hosted on Namecheap. And where is Namecheap from? Phoenix, Arizona. All right, that means the domain name, which is powh.io, that they purchased, was from the USA. So what does that mean? That means that the SEC, they could come in and basically just take over. They just contact Namecheap, all right, and all they have to do is subpoena Namecheap and pretty much tell them the government want to take over that domain of powh.io, and it's that simple. All they have to do is redirect that address. All right, and then next thing, when you go onto powh.io, you'll see a SEC website instead saying that this website has been confiscated, or something to that extent. All right, so it's very, very real. This could happen because they registered their domain with Namecheap, okay, which is a US based entity that's registered. All right, Namecheap is a legit company, and they have to comply with US regulations if they want to continue to operate. So powh.io can get a C&D order, and if they don't comply, they're going to get their domain taken. All right, it's that simple, and that's the truth. So what do you think is going to happen when they get a C&D order? Are they going to try to ignore it and continue? That's another question to be asked. Honestly, I think they'll fold their cards. They don't want to even take the risks of having SEC or whoever start coming after them and search harder until they find them, because too much of a risk for them. They already made their money, the price went up, they could just sell, and everyone else will panic sell on top of that, and it's going to shut down. All right, not shut down completely. I mean, it's going to be operating because of the smart contract, but the thing is, the price is going to be near zero, so it's considered an exit scam after they stop promoting POWH3D. And the truth is, no government entity will allow for this to continue to grow if it gets too big. They're going to want to put out the fire before more people convert their fiat currency into crypto to get into something like POWH3D. Alright, so don't they have backup sites, right? They do. They do have one backup site here, and it's all in case of DDoS attack, maintenance, C&D. It's what they have, which is a great thing. They have another backup site too, which is a great thing, also a mobile site. All right, so even though it's not on an external exchange, they do have these sites, these 3 sites, and it's on GitHub. So if somebody else wanted to continue this project, they can. But hey, if the main website is down, if the promoters, promotion stops, the hype won't be there anymore. Alright, so people will actually stop investing because there's no one growing PD3. So it's a good thing, but at the same time, you can't have it on an external exchange because people will control the prices, and they'll kind of throw off the entire system, how much people make in increments when everyone joins in, when new people join in. So people can make all different prices. If this was on an external exchange, I don't think it will work out. Prices would be everywhere. But what I do like is that they have a very strong community, and they built this nice wiki. They even have this statistics, and here's a chart site too. And this is what it's looking like. Alright, so this is what I kind of want to warn you, is that the volume is dying and people are actually selling out. It's getting to this point here where it's a nice support level, but I took this picture several days ago, so I don't know. We have to take a look at again what it is now, but it's definitely dropped a little lower by then, because I can see right here in Ethereum DApp radar, this thing has just been dropping off. And the hype, I mean, there's still a lot of people talking about it, but definitely people are selling off. But at the same time, POWH3D is the #1 DApp on DApp radar. Or actually, it was the #1. Sorry, this is an update, guys. So POWH3D is #3 now. You can see that it's dropping off, and there's other ones coming out. I'm not quite sure where Fork Delta is, but that took #1 spot very fast while this thing dropped. Alright, so they counted on right here DAU, and what is this? Daily active users are dropping off. This is a very a big red flag right here that is falling off the top. So after a big ramp up right here, people are going to be taking profits. I will personally be selling my share. I'm just I gotta get out of this. But POWH3D was expanding, and they have their own Shopify site, alright, selling apparels, mugs, bags, accessories. They could build a culture just like that. That's a problem. If they had an actual product, a real product that could generate money, and they had a real utility, they could actually go far. But instead, it was just created to become a Ponzi pretty much. There's nothing more to it than just more people coming in. That's it. But the smart contract is brilliant. I definitely love that side about it, but they could have went way farther because they started building a cult. They even paid somebody to make a song about POWH3D on Spotify. Alright, so here is another main problem. Battle of the clones. Now, overnight there is about, I don't know, 14 new clones. When you check new dApps, that thing just sprang up. So there's going to be more coming out as we go. And when PD3 was ramping up, they were the only ones available. Now you have 14 other ones. Alright, so the money is going to get distributed, and the river is going to run dry, okay, because you have all these outlets now, and you have so many people trying to jump onto the newest one to get that same gains, starting off from the beginning. Alright, the proof of math, proof of Japanese, those things are just, I mean, they couldn't even come out with good names. That's when you know that they just made it overnight. Alright, so everyone, regardless of YouTubers saying, hey, stay in only proof of math and proof of work, they're not going to listen. There's going to be people that are going to be greedy, and they want to jump in on the newest one in the beginning. And that's why you see on DApp radar that these, like proof of math, was actually, they're all ranked. They're all ranked because there's a lot of volume building up. So right over here, proof of math, proof of WTF. There's people actually investing into these things. So you're going to see money coming out of POWH3D and into the other ones, and it's going to be to the point where the gains are so small and the price is so low, dropping, steadily declining, that it's not going to be worth it for anyone to invest into these programs. And that's when you're going to see it die off. We've seen this happen already in the lending space. Alright, we've seen 100 lending platforms come out. So this is time to get out while you're in there, That's what I'll recommend personally. So just imagine 14 new clones come out in a couple of days. How many would there be next month? 50, 100? Who knows, And a lot of these new sites, they're not tested, audited for the source code, and they're getting tweaked and who knows, there might be backdoors. All right, so it's a lot more riskier now in this game. We've seen it happen in lending space. All right, do not fall for the same mistake twice. This is the same thing that's happening, this hype, this rush. So what do? You're still invested? Make sure you have a plan, take your profits, withdraw. I mean, just to be safe. You can see a price declining already. This is an early sign, early indicator that it's not looking good. If you see a sign of weakness, you know, especially in this space, you can't compare it with an actual real project, all right? Because it has no real sustainability and it's not meant for, you know, it being future proof. All right, so this thing, if it drops, it drops. All right, it's no really coming back from it, because I think it really hit its peak already. I could be wrong, you know, this thing might take off again, but I mean, there's so many new similar programs that it's easily just going to draw all the money out of PD3. Okay. Also, keep updated with your Telegram. You know, stay safe, guys, and keep updated with the news and be in the right groups. And just stay aware of what's going on. You gotta pull your money out at the right time, right? Just stay safe, guys. Get your money out if you guys are in there. So my last thoughts: POWH3D. People keep calling it a game. It's not a game. You know, you have people throwing a lot of Ethereum in it, and they're telling other people about how much they threw in, which causes other people to throw in just as much, or you know, because it's not a game. All right, this is where people see hype and money and Lambos on the front of the website that they feel like they need to throw in more to make money, to make it worth it. So, and also, should Ethereum be burned for this, for them creating a smart contract? No, I don't know why Ethereum is getting a lot of heat. I believe that there should be no limitations, you know, for people innovating and creating newly designed smart contracts, because that's the entire foundation of Ethereum in the first place, right? There's no innovation if you're going to just regulate or limit what people can build on that platform. So it's a good thing, you know, but hey, it's up to us if we want to invest in something like this or not. All right, no one's to say, you know, that someone can't create PD3. I mean, that's what the platform is built for. You know, if they don't like it, they could go on to other platforms like EOS or even ADA when they're ready to build smart contracts. All right, so I do like the concept and their full transparency that it's a Ponzi. All right, but at the same time, I'm not going to re-promote it. And I'm just going to give my personal thoughts and experience, just to help everyone else understand a little bit more on PD3. And you know, some of these questions that I cover are probably one of the top questions I had when I was trying to figure out how this whole thing works and the risk that's involved, you know. So I believe everyone needs you know, a chance to actually learn about it so they can make the right decisions for themselves. But just a disclaimer, I do have a small amount invested and it's for testing purposes, but not enough for substantial gains. And I'm going to pull that test amount out because the test is over. I feel like it's already on a sharp decline, and the moment people start seeing that, and when they panic sell, others will panic sell regardless of the 10%. This is 10%, you know. If it was a 50% fee, most likely they won't panic sell. Alright, so now the risk outweighs the reward. It's no longer an infancy stage. Alright, copycats are already starting and they're taking the share of the pie, as I said before. So the water, the river stream is flowing. It used to flow into P33. The money flows flowing to P33. Now it's flowing into 15, 20 other projects that are just the same. Alright, so here's a risk. C&D order comes in, promoters leave, hype dies, it's done. Alright, this could happen overnight, just don't know when. So I do recommend just focusing your attention and time on real platforms, you know, that has real innovation and utility, where there's use for it. Alright, and just basic sustainability. They should definitely, like what my friend Andrew called it, proof of product. Alright, because a lot of these platforms, ICOs right now coming out, they don't have a single product, you know. It's just take our money and we tell you we're doing one thing, but we're actually just going to use it to pay off the other investors. Like, come on. So if there isn't a product for it, there's no use. Alright, so keep that in mind, guys. Think about the long run. It's not worth it, you know, when you have all these companies pumping and then dumping, pumping. You have to keep moving your money around. It's a lot more work at the end of the day, and it's too risky, and you can lose all your money doing that, moving around so much. let's play for a long term, guys. Alright, so now off to Firetoken. Just to let you know the update, so they did postpone their ICO, which is a very great move on their part. They're going to do a full marketing campaign before they start the pre-ICO at 40 cents. Alright, and I'm in the groups and they've been showing a lot of cool stuff that's coming up. So for any of you that actually did purchase any tokens during the ICO, you can get your token as a refund, or they can double your token if you'd like to hold it until the pre-ICO starts or until the ICO starts. Deposit and withdrawals will always be ready on the website. I tested it, it works fine. Alright, so you can always deposit and withdraw whatever funds you have. It's nothing to worry about. This is a legit company project, alright, that's going on. And if you guys don't know what they're doing, this video will help you out understand. So they also have a Firearcade.io too. Check this site out. This is new that they're developing on top of their voting system. This is another way to use their firepower, okay? So you can use it for voting and also their arcade, which I believe you can actually gamble your firepower to make more firepower. Alright, then it gives you more power of voting voice as well. So this is a really cool system that they are setting up. But here's a little more demonstration on what they do.
Ever hear that voice in your head telling you to buy something even when you're not sure if it's a good price? Now imagine 20,000 little voices telling you to buy or not buy that same item. Scary thought, right? Well, of course, it's hard to decide when you have a tough decision to make. What if we made that decision easier? What if the choices in your life consisted of democratic votes to help you succeed in life? Wouldn't that be neat? At Firetoken, we can't help you make all of your life decisions, but we can help you with a powerful indicator when trading tokens and coins on cryptocurrency exchanges. We can provide you with answers from like-minded individuals from all over the world, all wanting to succeed in the same path, making the same decisions. Firetoken brings you real-time live trading voting indicators from thousands of members every minute, so you can make your choice knowing your community is going to be there with you. Life just got a little bit easier.
Alright, so there you go, guys. So start working in communities. Alright, Firetoken is going to make it a lot easier for everyone to make decisions because there's a voting system that goes in place. Now you got to imagine when there's so many different people out there watching, let's say for example, videos on ontology, okay, and there's another group of people actually going on to Reddit learning more about ontology. And then when you put a list like that together, you know, for the next cryptocurrency to invest in, everyone will actually vote for ontology, right? You know, because of the hype. So when you get this done early enough, you'll get enough votes in, and you can see with this kind of data, it'll help you make your decisions better, you know, for the next biggest investment. Alright, so that's one part of it. There's also the ICO selection part, but what they're talking about here is the live trading part. So this is where you have, alright, right over here. So if you guys could see this, so just imagine you see a chart, okay, for Bitcoin USD for example, and this is a 1 minute chart, and during the next minute you have people with firepower. Alright, that's your balance right there. You can choose for your vote on the next minute if the price is going to go up or down. Alright, so as people are entering their prices here, you can see buy, for example. You think it's going to go up next, everyone's going to enter buy, put their votes in, they hit buy, and then you'll know that there's going to be more people with the same mindset that are thinking the price is going to go up. So that'll give you some extra data when you're trying to make a decision on an investment. Alright, that's just for example, and this is going to be they said they're developing it right now, and hopefully it's going to be out before the ICO, but this is something that we do not have on the market. So, and I just need everyone to understand that it's all based on supply and demand. Alright, and if there's no one else with this same idea and concept made on the market, what competitors do they have, right? These guys are the only one who are doing something like this. And plus they got their Firearcade going on, and you could earn more firepower by wagering your by wagering on the arcade. So during the ICO it's free to play, and you gotta install Adobe Flash in order to play it. Alright, so these are all free to play. They got many more too, but come check it out. During the ICO is free, so... But also join the Telegram group, alright? You can also get 25 free Fire tokens by signing up to their Telegram group. I'm going to leave the link below for you guys to sign up. Also, when you sign up for a Fire token account, you get the lifetime membership, alright? This is for being an early adopter into their program. Because they're going to charge, I believe, $4.99 after a year goes by. So you guys want to get in the ICO to sign up, just sign up for an account. It's free. There's nothing to lose by doing that. And also join the Telegram group and you get 25 free Fire tokens. Now these tokens, it's going to be worth something later on. All right, this is a real platform, guys. I'm talking about stuff that no one else has today, and this is going to help traders make better decisions. And I personally need this myself, so that's why I'm getting deeply involved, because I need this kind of service to help me do margin trades, to day trade, and it's going to make a difference when I make my investments. Because I tend to use YouTube, you know, as one channel of information, but I need other people to also, you know, like share their information on what they see in other places like Reddit or blogs, and we should all come together to start voting on what the next cryptocurrency we want to vote for. You know, like for example, if everyone voted Ontology out of a list, we would have made a lot of money. Alright, if we all voted for the next ICO that's gonna 20x, 35x, you know, we can make a lot of money that way too. Everyone can work together collaboratively, alright, to make this happen. So that's why Firetoken will be the one where it could kind of create a community voice for everybody out there in the, you know, in the cryptocurrency world, where everyone's just working alone, you know, like no one's really working together in a large community like this. So definitely check it out, guys. It's gonna happen soon. I believe they have 19 days left until the pre-ICO starts, and that's where you can get in at 40 cents. Alright, this is not some kind of pump and dump company. This is the real thing, and when it comes to innovation, they got something that everyone needs when it comes to trading. And if they can show that people can make money with using their kind of data, with the voting data, it's going to change the game. It's going to be something that everyone's going to need. Alright, so this thing could scale very fast because of that alone. Alright, so join the Telegram group, get 25 free tokens, and also sign up for their account on their website, which is firetoken.io. And go ahead and send them a support ticket to right over here, support@firetoken.io. Tell them your Telegram ID that you signed up with, right? And also your email that you use to sign up for the Firetoken account. And you can get a free lifetime membership access for this site, and also the 25 free Firetoken. Alright, the FPWR. Alright, so if you guys want to learn more about Firetoken, it's in my last video. I'm going to leave a link to my last video that goes through the entire thing in depth, so check it out. And if you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe now. And if you guys like the content I bring, please hit that like button and also comment below to win $100. Alright, I'm going to have one winner for $100 in my next video. So go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys soon.